Our strategy for solving quadratic equations by setting the polynomial equal to 0 and factoring extends beyond quadratic equations, and we can actually use it for any type of polynomial equation. To do that, let's consider the example x cubed plus x squared equals 4x plus 4. This is not a quadratic equation. This is a cubic equation. We have our third power, our third degree, but we're going to use the same technique. We're going to set equal to 0 and attempt to factor. We'll leave the highest power where it is. We'll bring the 4x over to the left and the 4 over to the left, and all of that equals 0. We have 4 terms that look like they're easily factored using factoring by grouping. So we look at the first 2 terms. They have a common factor of x squared, leaving behind an x plus 1. And in the second group, we want x plus 1 to be left behind. In order to do that, we need to take a negative 4. And all of that equals 0. We have a common binomial of x plus 1. We have those 2 smaller greatest common factors, x squared minus 4, and all of that equals 0. Remembering our technique for factoring, we notice here that we have a difference of squares, so we're going to use that to further simplify x squared minus 4 into x minus 2 and x plus 2. And we end up with 3 separate factors, which is what we should have anticipated. When we had a quadratic equation that was the second power, we had 2 factors at the end. Here with the third power, we have 3 factors at the end, and it's just going to mean that we're going to have 3 solutions. This one, the first binomial, gives us a solution of x is equal to negative 1. The second binomial gives us a solution that x is equal to 2. And the third binomial gives us a solution that x is equal to negative 2. We have a full solution set of negative 2, negative 1, 2. And again, we could try those answers. Again, it's recommended that you try them back in the original equation to make sure that they work. Don't do it in one of the intermediate steps, because that's not going to reveal that you made a mistake. It's just going to reveal that you solved this line. But if this line was wrong because you made a mistake up here, testing it there is not going to fix the problem. You got to go all the way back to the beginning and test your answer at the very beginning. So solving an equation that's not necessarily quadratic, we're still going to use our factoring techniques. We're still going to try to set equal to 0. We're still going to employ the 0 product property, but knowing now, as we up the degree of the polynomial, it's possible that we might end up with more than 2 answers, more than 1 answer.